Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the new Goblin Drill Wallbreakers deck with unbelievable outplay potential. No matter what deck you play in Clash Royale, there's always going to be tough matchups. And a lot of decks like Golem, when they get stuck with bad matchups, they have no way of winning. But with this fast cycle deck's efficient defenses with Cannon, Ice Spirit, Goblins, and Mighty Miner, as long as you refine your mechanics and placements, you'll be fine against anything. Even when you get unlucky with difficult matchups like Hog Rider Earthquake that completely crushes your cannon, there's a way to adapt to defend with Ice Spirit plus Mighty Miner. The rank 41 player and a ton of other top 200 players have been using this deck because it's the best way to show your skill. If you make creative outplays and think outside of the box, your opponent will be boxed in with no way to win. If you don't have Mighty Miner, use Rascals. Let's level up our skill and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to make all of the daily videos possible. All right, we got a game against the Phantom's Push. If he's a real Phantom, he's going to be a massive menace to the Skeleton King. Oh wait, he's going to go Goblin Barrel off to the side. Maybe our Goblins can finish them off? Please no damage? Let's go. 2 for 3 trade, and we've got 3 Goblins counter pushing. That is the best type of math. 3 elixir for 3 Goblins. You paid for my Goblins, man. All right, so we can go for a log on top of his princess, but I'm not going to do it too soon. I want to see if he's going to drop anything else with it. So generally, when you go in for a log on top of the princess, you're limited on answers for your opponent's Goblin Barrel. And you're going to want to drop your Goblins in the back if you can. It should fully counter the Goblin Barrel if I dropped it fast enough. No damage ever, man. How does that make you feel? You felt that you had the opportunity of a lifetime without our log and cycle, but we shut you down still. And that's why I like this deck so much. You can be creative with your counters to your opponent. Oh, wait. Mighty Miner ability? Yes! We bounce back the knight, so then the Goblins lock onto the tower for even more damage. That's delicious. Okay, so we're going to log again, but I'm going to wait. As I said before, you don't really want to drop it too soon. Those 2 Goblins will not hit my tower, so it's well worth it. He goes in for a Goblin Barrel. Unfortunately for us, I think we are going to take damage for the very first time. It's okay, though. It's only around 500, and we've got way more than him. He got greedy. He got so greedy. He tried to encapsulate the wall breakers and the Goblins with the log. I bet he goes in for a princess at the river. So we're going to make a prediction with our Mighty Miner at the river because he's not going to be ready. He's going to drop his princess directly into this. So it'll be really funny if it happens. He's going to go, oh, no, he went for it in the back. So when I was at 10 elixir, I would be dropping that, but I guess not anymore. He'll probably go in for a Goblin Gang. So we can fireball that back and just obliterate the Goblin Gang with that. Oh, wow. He went for Knight and Goblin Gang a little bit further back. Super smart serve for him to do that. The thing is, we can go in for a log and then be able to hit absolutely everything. We're not going to get greedy. We're going to drop it really far back and still hit the Spear Goblins and only take 1 Knight hit at all. That's it. Wow, that's insane. I'm surprised that log gives you that amount of value for 2 elixir. The range and then the damage to finish off Goblins and then blowing back the Knight as well. Everything about that was cool. All right, so we're going to let the princess lock. Then we're going to go Goblins and we're... Oh, wow. Seriously? You are insanely good at the game. I was not thinking you would be that good at Clash Royale, man. I'm impressed. We're going to go in for a Fireball here because he doesn't have log and cycle, so he's forced to go for Goblin Gang. He does drop it a little bit later. We're going to go in for an Ice Spirit here, and then we're going to go Mighty Miner. I think we're not going to take that much damage. We will definitely take some, but it's not going to be that bad. Yeah, it was very minimal, to be honest. For the log damage on the tower, finishing off the Ice Spirit too, that was some absurd value. Okay, we're going to go in for Goblins here. Ideally, that can tank for the Mighty Miner for a short period of time. I'd love to Fireball on the Princess, but as you guys can see, this guy's just really talented at Clash Royale. He's always spacing out his stuff. That's what happens when we rush up higher ranks in Clash Royale. People just know how to play the game a little bit better. Okay, so he's going to start Rocket Cycling. The thing is, Rocket isn't that good of a card in Clash Royale anymore, so it doesn't do much damage. It's kind of tickling my tower. Meanwhile, Fireball for only 4 elixir does around the same. So I'm going to go in for a Fireball again, and I'm just going to consistently get more damage than our opponent. He's going to drop a Knight. We don't end up hitting it, but Fireball does 274, so that's why he's calling good game. All we have to do is prevent a princess from locking onto our tower, and that's it. GG and well played. He's not going to play it out. He knows that the game's over. He's going to rock it. He knows that, hey, I can't do enough damage, Jake. It's all she wrote. So if you guys didn't know, log does 77 and Fireball does 274. So if you combine those together, you can finish off your opponent's tower as soon as they hit 351 health. And the Goblin Drill also does 33 damage when it spawns on the tower too. So if you're going Fireball, log, and Goblin Drill on the tower, you can eliminate towers at 384 health. Yo, this guy finished 33 in the world. Oh my gosh. Clash Royale, what are you cooking right now? And why do you want me dead? No. Oh, this guy's name is so fitting right now. So we're dropping good luck and we'll see what happens. Generally, when people are this good, they don't need the luck. We'll see what he's playing. Hog Rider. Oh, because this could be Hog Rider Earthquake. So Cannon is not going to fare very well when your opponent's got Hog Rider Earthquake because obviously they can Earthquake through the cannon. So generally what I like to do is I like to use my Ice Spirit in conjunction with the Mighty Miner to fully shut down the Hog Rider and get a great positive elixir trade. So I'm going to go wall breakers other side. I think the mortar does miss. And then I'm going to go in for goblins afterward. We can go for a cannon here because it's going to be rather useless in most situations. Oh, wow, cannon. I said you would be useless and you were one of the most useful things ever. That was awesome. I'm going to go in for another drill here. And I don't love this situation, but I think I can pre-log goblins. He's going to drop goblins, right? Right? Yo! Those are the type of outplays we got to make. I still think we're screwed because this guy is really good, but that was an awesome play on our end. All right, we're going to go wall breakers because he doesn't have a good card cycle because he dropped all of his bait cards. Wait, we're winning the game right now. Oh my gosh, can we beat a top 33 player with a pretty good matchup against us? That would make my day. Come on now. All right, we're going to go goblins since they're relatively useless in this type of situation. I want to go in for a Mighty Miner against this Hog Rider, which he should be dropping on the left-hand side any second. I think he's baiting it up or building up enough elixir. All right. Yeah, he's building up enough elixir for sure. We're going to go in for Ice Spirit on top of the Hog Rider, and then the Mighty Miner should be able to tank for the rest of his mortar. And then we know that the mortar is going to retarget on our tower, so we got to go wall breaker so that doesn't happen. And then we can go in for goblins afterward maybe, just to finish off the rest of the mortar. I want to kill the mortar so it doesn't get a hit. Still got this shot on my tower. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, I could click the bomb. I don't know if that's very smart. It doesn't seem like it's very smart. I was hoping that we get 50 damage on the tower. If the Mighty Miner just touches it, it always does around 50. We're able to eat all the damage to the right because it doesn't necessarily matter that much. The Goblin Drill is not going to... Oh, no, it does. It does lock on the tower. That's huge. All right, we're going to go for a cannon prediction on the mortar in like a couple seconds. Oh, that's tragic. That's actually truly tragic. All right, we can fireball here, and then we can go for Mighty Miner, and then we can go in for goblins afterward, and I think we might be okay. Just need to distract his Mighty Miner long enough. Wait, this is kind of working out. I think the cannon got in his head, and it made him switch sides, which he should not be doing. That's kind of cool. All right, we're going to go in for a drill, and then because the Mighty Miner is tanking, this should be okay for us. I'm going to go in for a cannon as well, and then maybe he's going to be so preoccupied by the drill that he's not ready. And then we can go for the fireball for even more thrill. Okay, so we got to go Mighty Miner on defense with an Ice Spirit. You guys already know that that's going to be our best way of carrying the Hog Rider. We're going to do this. We're going to go goblins here on top of his goblins. And then I think we can go in for like a cannon on defense against the Hog. Oh no, I need to go in for wall breakers. I need to go for wall breakers. Please. I need to be able to kite everything and then stop it all with like a cannon. I don't think I'm going to be able to defend this, guys. I don't think so. I don't think it's possible at this point. I'm going to try my absolute hardest. Maybe we can make this happen. All right, we can go for a drill again on offense. Please let me win this game against a top ladder player. All right, we're going to go in for a drill, and we're going to hopefully get enough damage with this. I got to go in for a goblins on defense. All right, so that's enough. That's all we have to do. 351 has 50 damage overkill to finish off his tower at 301 HP. So we walk away with a win against a top 33 player. All right, we got a game here against Lewis. What's up, man? First things first, we're just going to go for a Goblin Drill if you don't want to cycle a single thing. I like going for Goblin Drills because a lot of times my opponent will drop like a Dark Prince or a Valkyrie in the back as they're starting play. And then if they don't have that in cycle and the Goblin Drill's on the tower, they're like, wait, I have to wait for this to walk up. Or even worse, sometimes it's cycled in the wrong side for them. Okay, so I'm going to go in for wall breakers in the back left so then it doesn't go into the skeletons. And we should be able to log on top of the tombstone quite comfortably. So he's definitely going to have a graveyard deck, right? We can Ice Spirit on top of the Mega Minion for a +2 elixir trade. Wow. Dude, he even took 500 damage there too. Okay, this is cool. I probably want to go in for a Mighty Miner directly on top of the annoying Night Witch. And then finish off the bats with the... yeah, I think I'm going to go in for the bomb. Finish off the bats with that. And then only one bat stays alive. So it's not that bad, right? Oh, it's pretty bad. Never mind. I regret my decisions. I took a lot of damage from those berries. I'm going to go for a log here to finish off the skellies. I could have also logged on top of the Golemites. I think that might have been better. Probably would have preserved more HP on my tower than the 77 damage that I get with my log. Totally fine, though. You live and you learn. You always adjust after you make misplays, and then you don't make them again. He's giving us the oops. He's BMing me a little bit. A dirty Golem player that is spamming Golems and just dropping all their elixir at the river. He literally dropped a Golem at the bridge like second play. And he PMs me. All right, we got to beat him. We got to beat him. That always motivates me to play better. So I think I'm just going to go and cycle wall breakers on the left-hand side. I'm going to cycle the Mighty Miner first because he's likely going to go... Yeah, he went for a Golem. I was going to say he's likely going to go for something there. Wall breakers are always a nice play because they're able to go and pull everything backward. I wonder if they both connected to the tower. No, he's going to go arrows. Awesome. Okay, arrows out of cycle means that I can go in for Goblins, Ice Spear on the other side. See if he decides to go for Tombstone or something along those lines. Yeah, he does. All right, we can log on top of the Tombstone. I think that's a massive misplay on his end. No, 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 no. The skeletons are going to put in work. Oh, that's awful. Wait, the Goblin Drill is just going to take his entire tower because he's not back to Bomber. What is he doing? He's a wild child. Sometimes these Golem players just go all in all the time. I think he's going to drop like E-Barbs at the river or something, so I have to be ready. I have to be ready to go any second at a moment's notice. Oh, he's going to go in for a Bomber in the back and build up another big push. Okay. I'm just going to fireball on early so I can get back to another fireball. And then we'll see what he decides to cook. I think he's going to go in for a Night Witch in the back. Fireball Log does finish that off if you guys did not know. So that's one of our best strategies. So if we can defend this Golem push, we will win the game. It's all coming down. Can we defend for the next 30 seconds? Mighty Miner is able to put in a lot of work. We're going to go in for a Fireball on top of the Night Witch. And then we're going to go in for a Log as well. And then we can get back to another Cannon. And it looks like this deck just completely cooks Golem. Even though he had arrows and he played pretty well with the lightning, there was no way he was going to break through the double defenses of Mighty Miner and Cannon to cannibalize the Golem. Super easy, but satisfying victory. Let's bounce on to the next one. And we're drilling our way up the ranks at 8,400 in the world. All right, so jump into the game here. This guy's going to be a part of the squad clan. So hopefully we can assemble a squad of goblins all near his tower. We'll drop our drill immediately and just see what he's up to. If he goes in for any type of bait card, we can log here. Ooh, Executioner is a nuisance, but maybe the goblins can lock into the tower. Yo. That's like 300 damage already. We take those. So if the guy's going to have Executioner and Goblins, I'm expecting it to be a Hog Rider fast cycle deck, potentially with Lightning. Usually it's going to be like Valkyrie Tornado with Rocket, but Rocket got a nerf. So most people are running Lightning instead. Oh, he's going to have Monk. Okay, well this is good for us because we can go for wall breakers and have the Mighty Miner tank for everything. This is huge because the Monk is not going to be able to do enough. He has to go for Tornado. Wow, that is such a huge positive elixir trade for us. Tornado and also a Log. He spent so much elixir and he got nothing from it. Okay, we're just going to go and drop another drill here. Goblins are fantastic at crushing the rest of his spam. Maybe Fireball here. Is it smart? I actually don't know. We're going to learn a new interaction today. Does it end up killing the bomb tower? Nope, it doesn't. At least we forced out Goblins from our opponent because he didn't know the interaction either. So if you're fireballing on top of a cannon, it works. Bomb tower just got a little bit too much HP and it won't work out against it. I like experimenting whenever I'm playing Clash Royale games because it's kind of limit testing, right? If you never experiment, you're never able to figure out, oh, could I do this in the future? You're trying to extract as much value as you possibly can in the long term. And by learning new interactions, it allows you to see what you should be doing and what you shouldn't. Obviously, never going to do that again. I'm going to go in for a drill here, and he's going to go Monk, which is totally fine. A little bit of a scary card combination for us to play into, though, because obviously, if you're going to have Executioner, you're going to have a lot of splash damage for us. And then also the Monk, not easy for me to crush because I'm going to have Cannon, and then I'm going to have cards like, you know, maybe a Mighty Miner that gets pushed back and gets destroyed, and then doesn't get to ramp up its full damage potential. So this matchup, when we can't really win in the same side, we got to go other side, and that's how I work with it. Even though I have a lot more damage on the right-hand side, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go left, and that's where I'm going to be going for the rest of the match. I'm going to try to pre-log on maybe some Goblins if he wants to drop it. If not, it's okay. Yo, we were able to push back the Executioner and then get another Fireball here just for even more damage. I think that's worthwhile. If he goes in for a Hog Rider, it's going to be okay for me as well. Okay, he's going to have Monk with a Drill. I did not expect him to have this type of strategy, to be honest. Let's be real for a sec. This is not a strat that I expected from my dude. He's trying to go same side as me, which is something that I don't appreciate. So I'm going to go Miner Wall Breakers. I'm always switching sides right now. I hate going to the same side as you, sir. Never going to happen, all right? We're going to go in for a Log, and I think I should be able to outcycle him. So I'm going to first and foremost go in for our Goblins on top of his Goblin Drill. Then I'm going to Ice Spirit, and we're going to make sure that his Ice Spirit jumps on my Ice Spirit, but my Ice Spirit doesn't jump. My Ice Spirit's still alive. That's going to give me an extra hit. It's going to jump onto the tower or freeze the Executioner for more damage for our Goblins. Yo, knowing that timing, dropping your Ice Spirit a little bit later so it doesn't waste its jump allows you to get way more value on offense, as you guys saw, because the Executioner wasn't able to get the hit that it wanted. All right, we're going to go Wall Breakers here. I'm going to expect him to go in for the Drill, so I want the Wall Breakers to connect to that. Then we can finish everything off a little bit faster. And as you guys can see, it is not easy. This matchup is 100% in my man's favor, but we are making it happen. Wall Breakers are good because you're able to bait out the Bomb Tower, which is a 4 elixir investment for 2, so we'll take that every time. I'm going to Fireball on top of the tower here, just a abomination of the Bomb Tower to go away. I hate that card because I can't go for my Drill in front of the tower because the bomb is still there. Just trying to get that thing out of sight, out of mind. So I think at this point in the game, I am kind of forced to continuously go in the same side as my opponent. It is what it is. It does happen sometimes. We're going to go in for Goblins, and then we're going to go in for a Mighty Miner, and we were probably going to be able to get away with a Fireball here if we want to. I don't think I need to, though. Rather just play safe rather than sorry. So I'm going to go in for a Cannon, and then I'm going to go in for a Goblin Drill again. I could go in for Goblins off to the side and then get back to a Mighty Miner, and I think that's our best bet. As long as the Goblins die, then we're okay, and that's exactly what happened. Let's go. We have to wait for the Drill to get lower so then we can log on everything at once and finish off the Goblins. Man, this has been a difficult match. He's going to go in for a Tornado. He doesn't end up hitting the Cannon, obviously, but it didn't really matter because I didn't get the Cannon down in time. All right, so we got to go in for a Drill again in the back, and then I'm going to follow through with Wall Breakers, and then I think I can go in for a Fireball on top of his Executioner just to get a little bit more damage. I'm going to try to outcycle him. If I go in for the Mighty Miner in the back, I should have a 3-card cycle, so I should be able to get back to our Fireballs and our Logs a little bit faster to deal more damage than our opponent. I'm going to log here. I'm going to go in for a drill again because we should be able to kill the executioner. And then I can get back to another fireball on his goblins that he has to drop here. And we're going to fireball on them immediately. So then the drill shouldn't do enough damage. Please let me win this match. We're cycling drills like a madman right now. The monk is doing some disastrous damage to our tower, but I think we got this game on lock. Very tough match, even against like someone that ends up having this amount of splash damage, plus a monk to reflect back all of our projectiles with our fireball and log. We were still able to pull it out in the end. The awesome aspect about this fast cycle deck is even if your opponent's cards do counter yours, and they should win, if you play better than them, you can always pull out the W. Now we're at 7,300 in the world. All right, we got a game against the Supreme. Hopefully we can turn him into a meme. I'm going to go in for Night Spirit immediately just to figure out what his deck is. And we see a Bomber. So I'm expecting this to be a Golem or an Electric Giant deck. You don't see Bomber in decks that are going to be fast cycle very often. Wait, are you serious? He's going to be running Goblin Barrel when he's going to be running Bomber? What is this? Oh, the wallbreaker is pushing the Mighty Miner a little bit. That was huge. It ended up speeding up my interaction by quite a large margin. I'm going to go for a Fireball here so the Mighty Miner might be able to put in some work against the Giant Skeleton. If we can hit the Giant Skeleton for some extra damage, that'd be huge. All right, so I'm thinking right now, what are you doing, dude? Like, this is actually kind of crazy. You're running Goblin Barrel with Giant Skeleton and Bomber. It's probably going to be that Royal Giant deck that everyone's playing. Royal Giant, Giant Skeleton is a pretty good card combination with Goblin Barrel. Generally, they don't have a small spell, but if they do, then it will be arrows. So, what do we do? Do we decide to go in for wall breakers right now and then go Goblin Drill to tank? Because there's a high chance he just plops down a Royal Giant when we don't end up having the right card cycle. Because we don't have Cannon in cycle anymore. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Drill, and then I'm going to go in for a log on top of the Goblin Barrel, and I'm going to wall breakers as well. It's going to be hard for him to counter this if he just has, like, Skeleton Army or something like that, then it'll work, but... oh, never mind! I said it was going to work, and it didn't. That's a lot of damage. We'll take that. So I can go for Goblins aggressively on the left-hand side because the Skeleton Army's gone, and then he's going to go Giant Skeleton in the back right, so he's going to go Zappies in the middle, right? Yep, kind of to be expected. We're going to fireball those immediately. And then we're going to go in for another Goblin Drill. And then I want to get a Mighty Miner down on top of the Giant Skeleton because the Zappies are out of cycle and he can't go in for a Skeleton Army because he's not back in cycle for that. So he's got to go Hunter instead. That's actually huge because the Hunter's not going to do very well against Goblins. And it's going to just give him very minimal counter push because he has more damage to the right-hand side. He would like to go on that side instead of the same side as me. But go for an Ice Spirit here as well, just to make sure the Hunter doesn't get a single shot on our tower. I can click the Mighty Miner Bomb to finish off the dart. Yeah, I think that's fine. If we just finish off the Bomber, that's awesome. And he's going to have Skeleton Army back in cycle, so we're going to go for Wall Breakers and we'll make a pre-log prediction on the Skeleton Army. Meanwhile, we can go in for Goblins in the back to counter his Goblin Barrel. Let's freaking go! These are the type of plays that we got to do to win more games, guys. So now we know that he's going to go in for Zappies on top of the Mighty Miner, so we're going to Fireball on top of the Zappies whenever they're dropped. In like 2 seconds, there they are. Now we know that he only has Hunter in cycle for the Goblin Drill, so that's what he's going to be dropping soon. We can log the Hunter if we want. We're going to be able to finish everything off a little bit faster. Also, the Hunter wasn't dropped on top of the Goblin Drill. Oh my gosh, the Goblins are still alive because we pushed the Hunter back so far. Some of the pellets of the Hunter weren't hitting what they wanted to. And he actually did have Royal Giant as we expected. We're going to go for a cannon. We're going to Fireball on top of everything here. We should be able to hit absolutely everything, so that's huge value. He's going to Arrows as we expected. I said the only small spell that he could have in his deck is Arrows. Now he's going to have Skeleton Army back in cycle, so we're just going to pre-log again. And then we're going to Fireball. 2 prediction logs on Skeleton Armies. We are living rent-free in his head. And guys, he's dead. GG and well played. We had a permanent residence in his palace until we drilled down everything. And most importantly, we fulfilled our mission. We made the match against Supreme an absolute meme with our multiple predictions. And at the end of the day, we tunneled our way to 6,300 in the world. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.